Dana Bloom, who is the Vice President of Marketing for Stella Dot. How many of you are wearing Stella Dot today? I seem to notice quite a few. You have a following. Dana, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm actually going to cheat a little bit and start with a video. So if we can go ahead and cue that up.
One company that has seen tremendous growth is Stella
Dot, a San Francisco-based jewelry company.
We found out a hot player in this market is doing very well.
Stella Dot is part of a new generation.
Stella Dot is a jewelry company that's shaking up the world.
Even in our tough economy, the company continues to grow for those who want to make it their career.
Stella Dot is a global billion-dollar brand in the making. Stella Dot really has a very innovative business model that we call social selling. Yes, it's about the personal service that you can get at a trunk show, which is a pop-up shop in someone's living room, but it's also about e-commerce and social media.
I love the forward-thinking direction that our company has, flexibility, and it's profitable. Love it.
I can be working while she's at preschool, but I can pick her up from preschool. I can take her to the park in the middle of the day. I love that.
I am going crazy over this stuff. I'm gonna wear all of these at the same time.
Stella Dot Bardot Spiral. Yep. It's like a slinky.
Where'd you get the necklace?
Stella Dot.
I wear Stella Dot on here all the time.
And it's a couple $100 to get started, $199, and that is less than our weekly trip to Costco for our family.
We're really set up like a fine jewelry company. We hand make each individual component, which allows us to add signature details and finishing touches that you really don't see in other boutique-style jewelry brands.
At Stella Dot, our greatest privilege is that while doing what we love, we get to positively impact the lives of people around the world.
It seems like this company is kind of empowering women.
Absolutely. This is giving women the opportunity to be independent and have that freedom.
We're in the happiness business, and we're here because our mission is to give every woman the means to style her own life.
I really thank myself every day that I started with Stella Dot.
What I love about Stella Dot, and if we could go, let me grab my advancer. There we go. What I love most about Stella Dot, and what really drove me to join Stella Dot, is that we are a mission-based company. And our mission is to give every woman the means to style her own life by enabling flexible entrepreneurship for women. So I thought I'd start by telling you a little bit about how Stella Dot got started. Our CEO and founder, Jessica Heron, who you saw on the video, previously started weddingchannel.com. And during that experience, she had the opportunity to be a guest on Oprah. Now, as she tells me, when you're a guest on Oprah, you actually start getting a lot of letters and fan mail. And she kept getting letters from other would-be entrepreneurs. And they fundamentally always had two questions for her. And one of those questions was, I'd love to start a business, but I don't have any access to capital. What do you recommend I do? And the other question was, as a woman entrepreneur, I'd love your advice on how to balance being an entrepreneur and having a family. And what she realized was she didn't have an answer to either of those questions. She had started Stella Dot at Stanford Business School during the dot-com boom. So access to capital was a simpler question for her. And she had done it before she got married. So she was working 90-plus-hour weeks, and that worked with her lifestyle at the time. But she couldn't tell anybody who was at a different place when they started a company how they could do that successfully. And that's how she came up with the concept of Stella Dot social selling. And it was really all about taking a very dusty, old age concept of the home shopping party, dusting it off, adding to it the innovation of e-commerce, of social media, of mobile technology, and making it into a great opportunity for today's modern woman. And of course, the other part of making it a really great, wonderful company and thing to be a part of was great product. And so the company really came to life when Jessica connected with our Chief Creative Officer, Blythe Harris, who you also saw in that video. And Blythe has a very prestigious design background. She went to Parsons School of Design in Paris. She was on the leadership team with LVMH, De Beers, Banana Republic. And she had spotted that there was just a huge white space opportunity in the fashion accessories market at the accessible luxury price point. So there was a lot of really expensive fashion jewelry, $1,000 plus for a necklace, and there was a lot of very inexpensive. But there wasn't anything right in that sweet spot price point. So she assembled a design team of really the best in the industry. And she was able to get them to join because they were so excited to be part of a mission-based company, a company that was empowering women. And so she opened our design office in Manhattan, in Soho, you saw there as well, where all of our jewelry is custom designed and made in-house, and then actually handcrafted by the world's finest artisans. And that became Stella Dot. And since then, the concept really took off, is that combination of this really amazing business opportunity that was very inspiring to women who were looking for a solution of how they could have their own business and at the same time balance other priorities in their lives with irresistible product. And so it's really been an exciting journey. We've now at over $200 million, well over $200 million in revenue. We've launched globally. We're now a global fashion brand in 6 countries. Most recently just launched Ireland just a few weeks ago. And we also last year very successfully expanded into handbags, which doubled our market size. We also are proud of the fact that we have our foundation, the Stella Dot Foundation, has donated over $1.5 million in charity. But what we are most proud of is that our stylists have earned over $160 million in commissions. And it's the stories of what those commissions, what those earnings mean to our stylists that really drive us to continue growing so we can influence more lives. So I wish I had some of them here to introduce to you or that I could share all of their stories, but just to give you some ideas of the things that they do. One of our stylists brought her baby to one of our events and said, "This is my Stella Dot baby because it's my little blue card where I earn commissions that paid for my fertility treatment to have this child." Another one of our stylists was able to put her son in a private school that's really helped him with his autism. One of our stylists told us how last Christmas was the first time ever in her marriage that her husband didn't have to work 2 jobs over the holidays because she could help out the family. Another one of our stylists bought her child a pony for Christmas. She's going to have a tough time beating that next year. So it's really inspiring, and so I want to thank you for this award, and really I'm thanking you on behalf of our stylists because they are the true innovators in our company and the true entrepreneurs.
Does anyone have any questions for Dana? You want to save them for later. We really congratulate you. Thank you.